There's a man called Gershwang Along. This man, I'm going to read his biography, a little bit of his biography, so that you know who this man is. The reason why I am doing this, because there's a video that he made. This video, there's nothing wrong with what he said. He went to Abiemnum and talked about how horrific the crime was in Abiemnum. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong for him calling justice for the innocent people in Abiemnum. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is something wrong, something deeply concerning, because this man has never done a thing like that. For almost 14 years right now, since 2013, when people were massacred just because of their ethnicities, this man never condemned, he never seek for justice. Even in 2026, recently, the bombardment in Nasser, the killing of innocent children, elderly people and women in Akobo, the killing of children and women in Ayud, this man never came out. He never seek for justice. He never said those killings were tragedies. He never called for a thorough investigation. He never called for this tribal government that is in to investigate. But when it comes to innocent children, women, and elderly people from the Dinka community, Gershwang Along is there. He condemns it. He calls it a tragedy. Yeah, this is the problem that I have with him. And it is not only me. I think conscious South Sudanese will also understand that this man has a double standard, and his hypocrisy is also seen. He's not the only one. Every political figure who comes from the Dinka community in South Sudan right now is hypocrite. They never advocate for any other ethnicities. They always advocate for the Dinka children and women. This is why I have a problem with what they are doing. And you, as a South Sudanese, you will also have a problem with that, because you cannot advocate for one ethnicity while other people or other ethnicities are being killed, and you are the one killing them. But you can advocate for these people. There's nothing wrong for advocating for innocent Dinka who are being killed. But there's something wrong for advocating only one for one ethnicity. There's something wrong with that. If they are South Sudanese politicians, not Dinka politicians, they would have condemned and advocate for justice to all the South Sudanese who lost their lives. But since they are the one killing these people, they will never do that. And this tells you that these politicians, they only put their lives to protect their own people, not South Sudanese. So this is the little bit of his biography. It says, Gershwang Along is a South Sudanese politician and a former military commander. He has been involved in government, He has been involved in government, the military and political groups in South Sudan. So he's one of the political groups in South Sudan, and he is a JCE member. JCE is a Joint Council of Elders. Let's see the role of JCE in South Sudan government. The JCE Council of Elders, the Joint Council of Elders, JCE, is a political advisory group, a political advisory group. People who think that JCE has nothing to do with politics in South Sudan, they are lying. JCE is a political advisory group mainly made of, understand these words. JCE is a political advisory group mainly made of influential Dinka elders. These words are very important and they are very strong. It's only fools who are ignoring them. But someone intelligent will not ignore these words. The JCE is a political advisory group mainly made up of influential Dinka elders who advise President, Salva Kiir Mayardit. So you have seen what is going on in South Sudan right now. JCE is advising Salva Kiir. Salva Kiir has destroyed the country. He has ordered his SSPDF to give orders so that people from the Nuer community can evacuate their home. He ordered the SSPDF to bomb hospitals, schools, where the Nuer children, women, and elderly people who are sick being treated there by the MSF. But President Salva Kiir was being advised to bomb those places by the Young Council of Elders. This is the reason why I said Young Council of Elders is a dangerous group in South Sudan. Salva Kiir can listen to their advice. Every bad decision that is going on or that's being made to destroy South Sudan right now, JCE is responsible for this because they advise Kiir, not because he's a president. They advise him as a Dinka political figure. They don't advise him as a South Sudanese president. Because all the decisions that are being made by President Salva Kiir does not benefit the South Sudanese. They only benefit one ethnicity. This means Young Council of Elders are responsible for all the decisions that is being made by President Salva Kiir. These words that I've just said, please do not ignore these words. Let's listen to his video.
Because the area bounded, Sudan is empty. We are less than 13 million people. And the area that we occupied in the country is big compared to Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda put together. You can't even live without even seeing another human being. We are one people. Let us live together. Not the guy for Juba, Anna in the bed for Juba. I'm Mabari. Lakini, it is my home. So, thank you, Oro. And let us keep it up like that. I appeal the governor of the United States. They should have been here. I thought security advisor of our president should have been here. Half of the cabinet should have been here. Mehla bedefin few meeting nafa. The America was all white mad. Head of state will fly with Air Force One to go and convey condolences. Can all white mad. You have got meeting to me. I'm sorry. May God bless them.
Did he ever say something like that when there were massacres in 2013, 2016? I guess he didn't say a thing like that. Did he ever say like that when there was bombardment being carried out in 2025? Innocent children, elderly people and women were displaced, were bombed using a chemical weapon. Hospitals were destroyed. Even recently, water is being poisoned. Water sources are being destroyed. As he come out and condemn this biological and deadly weapon that is being used recently, because this is a bad tactic. Did he say a thing like that? I guess no. If there is a video of him condemning what is going on from 2013 till 2026, please give me that video, because I did not get any video of him saying things like that. This is where I have a problem. He's calling for justice when it is one side, but on the other side, there is supposed to be no justice. That's his mentality. And that's a mentality of all the politicians who comes from the Dinka community. You say that we are all one. How are we all one when you are ordering other people to evacuate their homes while you are letting other people to stay in their homes? How are we one?